Hello and welcome to Super Mega Baseball De Bears season. We're on the second run through the rotation, which means ace pitcher Sean Lawrencesson takes the hill today, and he is with me in the commentary booth.
Good day, comrade.
Indeed. We were reading up on the 29-run performance of the Atlanta Braves, and that means we got a goal to go for today. I don't think it's going to happen. We're up against the Scampers ace pitcher, so should be harder than that, but we'll see. Some changes to the roster here, which is we've made a roster change. Jeff Crozier, loyal viewer of the channel, has joined the team. He is replacing Jaimes Fingueros in the lineup, so he is ready to go, and he should be a little bit more useful in that fourth outfielder role. And the other change is I have moved myself to secondary position, first base, outfield, just to give us a little bit more outfield help. That does mean that we only have two catchers, which might be a problem, but we'll see. We'll see if we need a third catcher, because that means that just Ziggy Manis and Stephanie Magus are available to play behind the plate.
Hey, we could always put the coach in if we need to.
All right, everything else is the same. New pitcher. Let's see here. Where is Jeff? I believe this one here is Jeff. I didn't think he had blonde hair, but he claims he has like light brown hair. Like, go figure. And the really bad mustache. And that is it. So let's get on with the game. Today we're gonna do one played game and one simulated game, because we're going to have to simulate some of these games just to get this series moving on. So we're playing two games against the Scampers, basically. We'll play the first one. We'll sim the second one. And, it didn't say my ego changes. Oh, pardon me. I am increasing after the big offensive outburst of the last two games, where we have had something like a combined 37 hits in the last two games. I'm upping the batting difficulty. So here we go.
37 hits, pretty solid. The real question is that translating to runs?
It did in the second game. The first game, not so much, where we had 14 hits and only 3 runs. That was a bit weak. Today's lineup: Sonia Eliberto will lead off and play second base, followed by Sean Kenny, Kevin Greer in the 3-hole, Byron Dirksen in the 4-hole. Roberto Pietti continues his right field play will bat fifth ahead of Michael Magus at third base. Ziggy Manis, R.C. Guerin, and of course the starting pitcher, Sean Lawrencesson, number 55 in your program. Everybody is high mojo. They are locked in or on fire. So we're looking good. And of course, Dougie Braggs continues to sit on the bench until somebody stops hitting, because he started the season something like 2 for 13 at the plate. So not great. All right, let's get on.
You can't put up that kind of performance and expect to stay in the lineup.
All right, let's get this on. Well, unless you're like a defensive expert or something. Which, I mean, he is better than the guy playing right field instead of him, but his defense is not that good. We're playing at Emerald Diamond. This is a pretty home run friendly park, and actually kind of has almost a sky or a CN tower there in the background, which is interesting. So we will bat first. Sonia Eliberto, still reeling from the divorce, leading off for us. Those who did not watch episode, I want to say it was episode 2, we came up with this whole storyline of how she's been divorced, and that's why her name changed. And she will ground out to first base for the first out of the game. We should have a look at the pitcher here. Ace pitcher Tony Pecorino. Pretty good, reasonable velocity, but he is predominantly a junk pitcher. He's going to need that movement. Accuracy is reasonable. And he will face off with Sean Kenny, who's been red hot to start the season. And the red hotness continues with a hit to the left center field gap. And he'll make that into a double pretty easily. Came up a home run short of the cycle last game.
Good solid hit for the second up at bat there.
Indeed. Kevin Greer steps in, having a great season, hitting over 500 at the plate. Not a lot of RBIs, though, for that home run count. He'll take ball 1 for Pecorino. And then smack one up the middle. Do I go home? Nah, we'll hold the runner.
Definitely hold.
We'll hold the runner. We'll hold the runner. Byron Dirksen steps in. He's hitting .294 on the season with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. A chance to cash one in here for the predominant power hitter in the lineup. Gotta learn to not swing at the high stuff with him. It doesn't end well. We want it low in the strike zone. I mean, that will score a run, but that is a bit of a weak ground out to third base. Roberto Piatti steps in, batting .750 on the season with 1 home run, 1 RBI. His red hotness has been a big part of why Doug Bragg is permanently ensconced on the bench. And slow roller to the third base side, and that will be the 3rd out of the inning. Still, we pick up a run on just 2 hits. That's good. Tourniquet, Homebrew, Posh Bland, and Pat Franks due up for the Scampers. Who names a kid Posh Bland? All right. For a refresher, Mr. Sean is a predominantly junk-related pitcher with very, very good accuracy. His velocity is nothing to write home about, but it is not terrible. Grounder to Sonia Liberto to start the inning off. Well, here is Posh Bland, left-handed hitter playing right field. So we'll make a note of that for potential bullpen work where the left-handed batters are. Not actually sure if the lefty-lefty matchup does anything in this game. Big play by Byron Dirksen at first base.
Nice diving stop there.
Indeed. Brings up Pat Franks. Fly ball to right field into foul territory. Roberto Piatti running it down to record the 3rd out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down.
3 up, 3 down. Not a lot of pitches used. Good inning.
It'll be Magus, Manis, and Guerin due up for the Bears. Mike Magus steps in, 1 homer, 4 RBIs, batting .400 on the season, is the predominant third baseman of the team. And he'll take ball 1 from Tony Pecorino, and then on the second pitch, drive it into center field for a base hit. Ziggy Manis steps in. 2 RBI on the season, .385 batting average. That's a pop-up. And that will be the 1st out of the inning. R.C. Guerin, the surprising source of offense at the back of the order. 5 RBIs on the season, batting a .600 tally. Also leads the team in doubles and extra base hits. And that one is a base hit, and that'll bring up the pitcher Sean Lawrencesson. Obviously, in the 2nd inning, we're not looking for a pinch hit scenario. Could try a sacrifice bunt, though. That's a beautiful pitch for the bunt.
And worked like a charm.
Sonia Sobrale Sobrale Alberto steps in. That is her full name. I've revealed her full name on stream. This is terrible. And unfortunately, she will ground it out to third base, and we are unable to cash in any runs off a pair of singles. And it'll be Patty Nickerson, Miller Ocean, and Wednesday Grubbs for the Scampers.
Wednesday Grubbs, eh? What a name.
This game specializes in the what the hell was that name feature. I give you Fists Wildly as a great example. And there is the no-hitter broken up by the second baseman, whose name just eluded me right there. Catcher Miller Ocean steps in. Scampers are 2-2 on the season so far, so they've been doing reasonably. And with the 2-strike count, we can go a little bit on the outside there, but it does get fouled off. Let's go for the curveball. Down low. There we go! Strikeout for Sean Lawrencesson. That'll bring up the first baseman, Wednesday Grubbs. Having a pretty decent season, hitting over 300 here at the early going. Numbers at this point don't mean a ton, of course. We're, you know, on game 5 of 100. Oh, it gets past the third baseman.
The whiff on the third base.
I mean, I'm not here for my defense. Let's be real. Brings up Roger Tidson, the third baseman. 111 batting average so far. Double play ball, maybe? Nope. No double play ball. Glass Witness.
What? That is
center fielder. That is a name. That is a hairdo right there. Also, weird position combo. He's a center fielder who plays first base as his secondary. It's a bit bizarre.
Bit odd there.
Stolen base coming. No! Gunned down by Ziggy Manis.
Beautiful.
It'll bring up Sean Kenny, Kevin Greer, and Byron Dirksen to the plate.
The meat of the hitters in the lineup.
Indeed, this has been the death row for the Bears so far this season. Sean Kenny, supposed to be batting 5th in the lineup, but with Doug Bragg's ensconcement to the bench, he is up at the number 2 spot. Oh, big stretch by Wednesday Grubbs at first base to get the out. Brings up Kevin Greer, 3 homers on the season, just 4 RBIs. He's been having a hard time getting the hitting going when there have been runners in scoring position. Has been a predominant problem. And he will unfortunately be the second out. Byron Dirksen.
Calling the hit.
Always calling the hit. And not going to get it this time. Well, 3 up, 3 down. They work it through the best part of the lineup, and it will be Glass Witness once again, followed by the pitcher spot in Tony Pecorino and Tourniquet Homebrew, the leadoff hitter. All right, Mr. Glass Witness, I feel like we just met you. And a quick grounder. The pitcher will get the job done.
Nice and smooth.
For a pitcher, those are some pretty decent numbers. 333 batting average, 2 RBI. Not terribly bad. So Pecorino's got a little pop in the bat.
Pecorino sounds very similar to Pecorine.
A little bit. But he is sitting down on strikes from Sean Lawrencesson. Brings up Tourniquet Homebrew, the shortstop. 0 for 1 on the day. And, oh, overrun by the second baseman, Sonia Eliberto. Bit of a weird hit there, though, in defense of the second baseman. Brings up Posh Bland, the most nonsensical name on the team. And Eliberto, this time not making the mistake, and records the out. Piety, Magus, Ziggy Manis due up for the Bears. Still 1-0. Offense hasn't really gotten going, although a couple of hits have been scattered around. And we are building up Pecorino's pitch count on a reasonably high level.
There we go.
Nah, I think that's staying in the park, unfortunately.
No. So
Glass Witness.
Swinging for the Orcas, but no joy in the chase today.
Indeed. I do actually like this park. If it wasn't so home run friendly, it would have been a contender for our home base. Mike Magus pop it up behind the plate, and that'll bring up Ziggy Manis with 2 out, and a chance for a big moment here for the catcher. And he will not get it as Tourniquet Homebrew fields it at shortstop and records the out. Pat Franks, Patty Nickerson, and Miller Ocean due up here to face Sean Lawrencesson. Whoa! Big hit off the bat of Pat Franks.
Big hit, but stayed in.
Indeed. Well, didn't have any air under it. That was like straight at the ground. And Patty Nickerson hits into the double play. Turning double plays in this game is surprisingly difficult. The ball has to be hit pretty hard. Pitch count, 37 pitches so far in the 4th inning, so it's under 10 pitches an inning so far. That's good. You average about 9 pitches an inning so far this season. R.C. Guerin, Sean Lawrencesson, Sonia Eliberto are due up. Let's see what R.C. can do. Well, she could take it back up the middle for a base hit.
Now batting, number 55.
Sean Lawrencesson steps in. The pitcher is up. And we're going to go for second. Got a little bit lucky. That was a bad throw by the catcher. And R.C. Guerin with her first stolen base of the season. Sean Lawrencesson swinging wildly, ends up on strikeout on 3 pitches.
Number 15, the second baseman.
Sonia Eliberto has been very quiet today. Let's see what she can do. Almost tempted to lay down a sack bunt with her, but well, I probably should have. Fly ball into center field. She's now 0 for 3 on the day.
Now batting, number 16, the center field.
All right, Sean Kenny steps in. Sean's been a big weapon for us this season so far. And Pecorino is not giving us anything to work with so far here. And out of 4 pitches, he walks Sean Kenny.
Now batting, number 19, the shortstop.
Kevin Greer steps in. 2 on. 2 out. And a ground ball to first base is not what the doctor ordered. It'll be Wednesday Grubbs, Roger Tenson, and Glass Witness here.
Number 29.
Still 1-0. Game very much up for grabs. I'm throwing that slider first pitch too much. They're starting to anticipate it. Well, let's try the curveball then. Oh, deep fly ball!
Oh, dear.
Going back is Piatti, but it is gone. Roger Tenson's first homer of the season. And that was his first over Arby's. Yeah. Alright. Glass Witness stepping up, making me really regret not cashing in those runners last inning. Oh, shit! Threw the wrong base. Alright, good time for the pitcher to come up.
Indeed.
Let's just sit down, Mr. Pecorino here. Oh, fly ball to left. R.C. Guerin comes in to make the play.
Now batting, 65, the shortstop.
All right, tourniquet homebrew. Again through the wrong base. Infielding mistakes are happening right now as Posh Bland stands in the plate. Let's give her the curveball. See if we can get a swing. Well, we got a swing. And we'll record the third out.
I don't think you can throw to the wrong base on that one. They're both pretty close.
I can throw to third base. Byron Dirksen, Roberto Piatti, Mike Magas due up here in the top of the 6th inning. I'm tempted to go maybe looking at a pinch hitter for Piatti off the bench. Maybe give Doug Bragg a chance to redeem himself. as we fly out to right field to open up the inning. In fact, you know what? Let's gamble. It's not been a great day. Let's make Doug brag. Give him a chance to be a hero. He failed me.
That is the opposite of what we wanted from Mr. Doug.
Was not the desire, Doug. You're not helping yourself.
Now the real question is Michael going to be a hero?
I mean, maybe. They're very generous on that inside corner, I must say. And the answer is no. Chopper to the catcher, and they record the out. Alright, this could be your last inning here, Sean. Let's see if we can make it a good one. You've gone 50 pitches, no walks, 2 strikeouts, 6 hits allowed. It's a pretty decent stat line, but you are due up next inning. Now in right field, Doug brags. And I gotta stop throwing that slider. Gotta stop it. Okay, no slider. I'm writing it down.
Now back, number 2, the second base.
We'll open her up with the 2-seam fastball. Okay, give me the curve. Low corner.
Oh, the catch from Byron.
Yeah, I don't think I can get the second. Yeah, that was me, not Byron.
The good catch from the mic.
Just because we're both rotund individuals does not make us the same person.
Everyone is Byron.
I mean, Byron would have you believe that. That was Byron. Wednesday Grubbs has been a pain in our ass today. 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. See what we can do. I know I gave her the slider. Okay. 2-seam fastball. Inside part of the plate. Nice. And let's go for the curve. Oh! Can we get it? We just got it. Whew. All right. Ziggy Manis, R.C. Guerin, Sean Lawrencesson due up. Could be a chance for a pinch hitter.
Now batting, number 20.
Here is Ziggy Manis. And that is an easy out. His struggles at the plate continue. R.C. Guerin's having a pretty decent day, though. Hopefully we can get something going. Nope. Busy third baseman. We got to do it. I feel like we got to look to the bench here. Now the question is, our normal pinch hitters are not really available, to be honest. So we are going to look towards Patrick Keene, the backup shortstop, to try to deliver.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
And I received a message at my private terminal. I will see what that is. Ah, it's my brother. I will give him the info he requests later. All right. Now the question is, who is... Oh, hang on. My game is... There we go. My game was not coming up. All right. To the bench we go. And I think we're going to look to Martin Edmonds to enter the game. Martin has struggled so far this season. You can see that 4.5 ERA. It's a bit rough. This is a chance for him to kind of come back and do some things, though. He feels like a competent part of the bullpen. And he will record his first out there. Glass Witness. Next up. And Doug Bragg. Come on, Doug. Do something. And a pop-up to the pitcher. Martin Edmonds is doing it all in this inning. Throwing and recording the outs. I'm surprised we're not seeing a pitching change here. Tony Pecorino is going to stay in the game. He is going to hit. And we'll see what we can do about it. We can get a strikeout. That's what we can do.
Solid inning from Mr. Edmonds.
Indeed. Sonia Liberto, Sean Kenny, Kevin Greer due up. I mean, at 0 for 3, you think about pinch hitting for Sonia, but she's been a key part of the team. She's got good speed if we can get her on base. And we don't have a great deal of good hitters on the bench, so we're going to stick with it. And she gets beamed.
Right in the hip.
Indeed. So, well, she is on base. And Sean Kenny steps in. And, just foul. And fly ball into left field. And the bat of Sean Kenny, after that early double, has been silent.
Now batting, number 19, the shortstop.
Mr. Greer.
Going for the stolen base. The ladies on the stolen bases tonight.
Bit of an early swing there.
A little bit. He's lost a lot of velocity, so my timing is very off.
Oh, that was the hit you wanted.
That was the pitch, but I got two under it.
Yeah, easy pop out.
All right, Byron, it's been a quiet night. Can you deliver? He's still locked in. So, still getting good stats. Two, 1. 3-1. And a walk.
The intimidation factor from the Dirksen.
Well, that and we have Doug Braggs up next. We have 118 batting average. Come on, Doug. I believe in you. Would you believe Doug is the third best hitter on this team? There we go. Finally comes up with a big one and loads the bases for Mike Magus.
Now batting,
Hero mode activated. Come on. The pressure is extreme. And the pressure seems to be getting to Pecorino. There we go. Come on, baby.
Come on.
Come on. Come on. Ah, to the wall.
To the wall. 5 feet, that's all you needed.
But no runs on a bases loaded scenario. Ouch.
That was the game on your bat right there.
Well, we'll have one more chance. And it'll be up to Martin Edmonds to keep it a 1-run game. And this will be his final inning of work if we go to a 9th. Because he is due up, and we will be using that pinch hitter spot. That's a foul ball.
That's a foul ball down the third baseline.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh,
Bragg is going back. It is gone. Solo run, home run from Pat Franks, his 4th of the season. That's got to be one of the league leaders.
now batting, number 2.
That'll bring in Patty Nickerson.
Solid
Foul
foul ball.
Yeah. Yeah, let's try the cutter on the inside corner. Oh no. Oh no.
That's also gone.
2 into right field. And the hole has gotten bigger. Nickerson's first of the season. I was going to say I was thinking about maybe swapping out Martin Edmonds, but it looks like the mojo is still good. We may regret this, but I am going to go for it. We've handled Miller Ocean pretty well tonight. And we're going to see if we can get the out here. Full count. Foul ball. All right, let's try that slider. Got it! So Edmund stays cool, gets it done. It'll be Ziggy Manis, R.C. Guerin, and a pinch hitter who hold the fate of the game in their hands. 3 runs, though. It's going to be tough. Pecorino's still in the game. You could argue he's become actually harder to hit with his stats going down because the velocity is still so not there.
Very true.
And a walk, but he is getting walk prone. Ziggy Manis reaches base.
Now pitching, number 60.
All right, we're going to go with a pinch runner for Ziggy Manis. Stephanie Magus. Paul Riccobeni enters the game. He's got all the speed in the world. And we're going to go for it. 3rd stolen base of the day. They don't usually go to 3rd base.
Easy out.
All right. Jeff Crozier. Stephanie Magus. Stephanie's got to come into the game to play catcher if we extend the game. So it, by default, I think, has to be the debut of Jeff Crozier Kopman. And here we go.
Number 4.
The power of the mustache.
The power of the stash compels you. His debut this season, and it's with a lot of pressure. And a fly ball to the shortstop ends his night.
Now batting, number 50.
We have no bench to choose from here. Sonia Alberto will have to bat. Last out of the game, 0 for 3 at the plate today. Did get beamed last time, and it is a new pitcher. So maybe she can get something here. And that is a fly ball into left field. And unfortunately, the Bears come up unable to put the offense across the plate. We had the hits. Well, not really. We had 6 hits, which is not great. That's our lowest total of the season. The increased mojo not working to our favor. We lose 4-1 here to the Scampers. Had that first inning RBI from Byron Dirksen, but couldn't get anything after that.
Mike Magus with the 5-foot short on the grand slam.
Yep, that was a big moment right there. If that had just gone a little further, we could have had something. Pitching was not bad. Sean Lawrencesson worked 6 innings, 7 hits, 2 earned runs. A very respectable outing, though gets the loss. Martin Edmonds, if you take away those 2 solo run home runs, actually had a pretty good outing. But unfortunately, I mean, that is the nature of the beast. Tony Pecorino gets the win for the Scampers, going 8 strong innings. And a save for Riggins. Pat Franks, player of the game, 3-hit day for him. Pecorino and Patty Nickerson also in there. And we'll see if the AI gives us a better game on the return game here, because we are simming that next.
Here's to hoping.
Let's see what happens across the rest of the league. The Hatchets end the undisputed run of the Fresh Hellions. The Rippers beat up on the Logmen 5-1. Pumas versus Venom. Venom in 15 innings take that 2-1. And the Outlaws 10-4 winners over the Dive Bombers. Norseman Firebirds 2-1 Norseman. Nightmares versus Burners. And that's a high-scoring game. And the Burners come back to go 12-7. Hatchets fall to the Advocates 2-1. Fresh Hellions 5-2 winners over the Spinners. The Clankers bringing out the big bats to go 5-3 over the Justice. And it is 3-2 for the Gold Coats. And the Champs 12-2 over the War Wagons. All right. Here we go. Ziggy Manis is a little tired, but you know what? We're going to ride him and see if we can get something done here. I don't think I'm looking at any lineup changes. Roberto Piatti did get pinch hit from that last game, but Doug Bragg didn't really deliver. So here we go. Oops. Simulating the game. Us versus Scampers. Here we go. Byron Dirksen with 2 RBIs there, and we take the win. Moving to 4-2 on the season. And we'll simulate the other AI games. Torpedoes fall to the Venom, 3-2. Rippers continue. Oh no, the Logmen finally get themselves a win with 8 runs. Wardens versus Norsemen. Norsemen taking that 6-0. Outlaws, Dive Bombers. Dive Bombers with a 3-run homer to save them. Clankers and Pumas. Clankers go 4-2. Nightmares continue their streak, 6-1 over the Burners. And where does that leave us with the standings? We're 1 game back of the champs in our division at 4-2, and we occupy one of the wild. Looks like we're tied for the wild card lead as well. No undefeated teams left, with the Fresh Hellions and the Torpedoes taking losses. They still remain division leaders. Outlaws, Gold Coats, Pumas, the top of their divisions. Next time out, it will be Rob Troon taking the hill against Abel Mealy and the Venom. Mealy is 1-0 with a 9 ERA. Rob Troon is 0-1 with a 9 ERA, so that's a bit of a deal. Let's have a look at the team stats before we call it a day. So, the leader in the hit count, Kevin Greer, is up to 12 hits this season. Leading the way, 11 for R.C. Guerin and 10 for Sean Kenny. Greer has the most home runs at 3. Sean Kenny, Mike Magus, Byron Dirksen, all with 2. RBI leaders are Sean Kenny and Byron Dirksen with 7 each, 6 for Mike Magus. And the average at the plate, Roberto Pietti, 563. R.C. Guerin and Patrick Keane, 500. Paul Riccobeni, 500. Kevin Greer, 444. And 417 for Sean Kenny. And R.C. Guerin still leads the team in doubles with 4. Pitching stats. With the win for Eric Hawkins, he goes to 1-0, joining Shannon Drake, Javier Perez Torres. Oh, pardon me, he didn't get the win. Javier did, so the bullpen got its first decision of the season. Javier gained the win. His ERA is still perfect. His whip is still perfect. 3 scoreless innings from Javier Perez Torres so far this season. Coming up big. Also, Rooster Sundquist and Tisha Boonsing also with the perfect ERA. So the bullpen is doing its thing. Starters have not been too bad. Shannon Drake, 1.29 ERA, 2.03 for the ace, Sean Lawrencesson. Eric Hawkins' ERA is down to 4.85. And a little bit of a struggle still for Martin Edmonds and Rob Troon. We'll see if we can fix up Rob Troon next episode. And let's have a look at the league leaders. So Vigo Yamagans leads the league in batting average. R.C. Guerin is in second place. Kevin Greer is 1 off the home run lead. Byron Dirksen and Sean Kenny are both in the RBI hunt. Although Daly Price and Schnitzel Yog having ridiculous seasons, 12 and 11 RBIs apiece. On base, RC and Sean are in the mix. Slugging percentage, Sean's up there. We're looking at hits. Kevin Greer is actually tied for league with Jackson Franks and Vigo Yamagans. R.C. Guerin and Sean Kenny in the mix too. Extra base hits, Sean Kenny tied for the lead. Runs scored, Sean Kenny tied for lead. Stolen bases, Sonia Alberto had 2 stolen bases in that sim game. And she has 3 on the season in 4 attempts. Pitching. Let's see here. Rooster Sundquist in the mix for saves with 2. And whip, Shannon Drake very high up there, 0.71. Very nice. And of course, we don't give walks, so we dominate the walks per 9 inning category.
That'll work.
And strikeout to walk ratio, Eric Hawkins is in the hunt. Sean Lawrenson's up there as well as Martin Edmonds. And that is it. So we're looking pretty good. 4-2 heading into a battle with 3-3 Venom, who have all the power in the world. I am terrified by that power. But the contact is low. So hopefully we can deliver. Let's have a look at what our lineup is going to look like for that game real quick. We are going to have to give Ziggy Manis a day off, I think, because he's starting to get tired. Stephanie Magus will play behind the plate. And I'm going to give Sonia a break because I'm not hitting that well with her lately. And as a result, Paul Riccobeni will make his starter debut. And we're going to do the batting order a little bit here because Riccobeni is not the guy I want leading off. Honestly, we're going to move R.C. Guerin up into the 2 hole, I think. Or actually, the leadoff hole. There we go. So it'll be R.C. Guerin, Sean Kinney, Kevin Greer, Byron Dirksen, Roberto Pietti, Mike Magus, Stephanie Magus, and Paul Riccobeni with pitcher Rob Troon next episode. And we'll be looking to deliver here against the Venom. What else is on the calendar coming up? Oh, we got a 2-game series with the Venom, and then you're up against the Wardens. We'll be playing that game for sure. So if you want to join us... Well, actually, Byron is joining me for that one for a bit we have in mind.
Oh, I like it.
We're on a long road trip here. Jesus Christ. 7-game road trip. And we started the season... We've had 1 home game. What the hell?
Rest is for the weak, Mio. Rest is for the weak.
I mean, our home record is ridiculous. That was the 17-2 victory. But our road record is a struggle. All right. So thank you to Sean Lawrencesson for coming out and joining us for this one. Sean, if you have anything to plug, now would be the time.
No, we're good.
All right, so we came up short against the Scampers in Game 1, but got the simulated victory. Sean gave us a great performance, and we were just unable to deliver the victory for him. And tune in next time as we take on the Venom with Rob Troon on the hill against Abel Mealy.